Look at this video I saw the other day, bro. I couldn't believe this.
Things I did in my marriage that I will never be doing again. Pay for half of my engagement ring. I won't be doing that again. Took it very lightheartedly when he told me on our honeymoon that he wanted to become a police officer. And the reason he didn't tell me before is because he thought I would leave him if he told me before we were married. Getting my first and only STD in my first year of marriage. And then blaming myself because I couldn't wrap my mind around him cheating, saying that maybe I got it years before him and it lied dormant in my body until now.
Nah, end it there, man. Let's get back to the
Going
beginning.
halves on an engagement ring is nuts.
What if the engagement ring is 100 bags?
Then we're gonna have to, yo.
What if it's 100 bags?
It doesn't matter.
What if she's a billionaire and she said, you know, what you got me is cute, but here's an extra 50
No, but
bags.
that's different. But how do you even convince someone to go halves on an engagement ring?
Well, whoever that guy is, I need him on my sales team.
But you know what? Let me actually correct myself, because I know that in this generation, the women are team players. In this generation, the women don't want to put a burden on their man. In this generation, women want to go halves and they want to be equal.
And they it's empowering.
I think exactly, potentially, you know, she might have actually been the one to say, babe, I want to go halves on this ring.
I want to help you get this over the line.
Exactly.
And him, as a new man of the society who allows women to be empowered.
Yes.
Who allows a woman to be equal.
Yes.
He said yes. He couldn't have said no.
Oh my gosh, he said yes first. Oh my days. He said yes first.
He couldn't have said no.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So it makes sense, bro. It makes
But
sense.
ladies, let us know, like, if you would be happy to go halves with your man on an engagement ring. Because, you know, I don't want to assume that that's all women. I don't want to tell women what they want to like. What they like.
I've never done that before.
Exactly. So if you would like to, if you're open to that, maybe it's because, okay, you know what? Serious note now. If you knew you had a dream engagement ring, but he just couldn't do it, would you contribute? Ladies, let us know.
Yeah, not even half.
Yeah.
Maybe 25%. Maybe 25%. Would you contribute that?
Would you contribute?
What wedding ring is going for these days?
No, wedding ring and engagement ring are different.
Oh,
wedding ring, I can hear both of you saying, these are the rings we want to wear. Let's go on.
Oh, okay.
I can see that.
Okay.
But
cool.
engagement ring
is different, yeah.
If you have a specific one you want, would you be comfortable, or would you think it's okay? Or would you be like, I don't want to contribute to this. I want to know that you went out and got what I wanted for me. Let us know.
I just want to know if they'll contribute.
Yeah.
Would you contribute if your man just did not have the financial capabilities to buy that thing, but you just really wanted it? Would you give him 25% of it?
Yeah.
And let us know how much money you would contribute to it. 1K, 2K, 3K, 5K, 10K, 20, 50?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Let us know.
You know what I'm saying?
Let us know.
That's bad interesting, man. I don't even want to talk about the second one.
Yeah,
That first one was it. No, but actually the second one's quite interesting though. Bro. Imagine marrying somebody that you don't want to be a police officer. Bro, the police officer thing is too
I don't think it's even necessarily. I don't want to make it about the profession.
No, I'm making it about the profession.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm making it about the profession.
My thing was him admitting, I didn't want to tell you before.
It's manipulative, bro.
Thank you.
It's manipulative.
And I kind of think, like, so I opened my eyes to this before, and I'm new to this, guy, so don't hold my word to this, but the idea of, like, a marriage being void based off of certain information being withdrawn.
Yeah.
Because a marriage is like a covenant or like a contract kind of thing, isn't it? So I feel like that's grounds to be like, well, okay, maybe that's not grounds, but hiding certain things deliberately so that someone agrees to marry you and then revealing it. That has to be illegal. There has to be some sort of.
You can't do that.
Even though this is not extreme, because he could have decided, you know what, I want to just become a police officer now. So he can't get bags for that. But I feel like people that do those kind of things. That's crazy.
That's something that a woman should say is an ick. That's something that they should say.
That's past the ick.
Not silly things that woman. You know what? Let me see if that even brings me to. No. Do you know what actually gives me the ick, bro? Men bashers.
Oh.
Women that are men bashers, bro.
Yeah.
I hate that, bro. If you hate men so much, just quit. Just quit and become Lebanese.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Become Lebanese.
What does that mean?
I don't want to say the L word.
Oh.
They can become Lebanese.
Oh, wow.
No,
But don't do that to the Lebanese.
No, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
No, but just become that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But then it's not even about that. I think it's just I think that there are people, and by the way, there are men like this, but they're a super minority. They're in the 0.00000000001%
Yeah.
that don't like women. And they genuinely don't like women. There's men that have like, oh, when it comes to relationships, women are, but there's men, I don't think there's that many men. I hate women. I've found that a lot of, let me correct myself. The kinds of women that hate men, they tend to be on social. They tend to
be on social media, and it's so annoying. I just hate it. But bro, you meet them in person as well. Like, why is it you always gotta just say something? Oh, men do this. Oh, men are so disgusting. Oh, men are so vile. Please, it's not all men. Like, maybe there's a small minority or whoever you're deciding to spend your time with. But no, most of the niggas are not stand-up guys, bro. We're all trying. We're all doing this live thing for the first time, trying to figure it out, bro. So I just, it's just annoying, man. I can't even lie. It's annoying.
I'm gonna bring us onto another topic to watch that I think is gonna trigger the men haters, but cool.
Say no more.
All right, we've spoken about this. And by the way, let me just show it to you first. Let me show it to you first. Come on, don't let me down. Okay.
Show is back. Welcome back. Peju, can you put that wig back? Peju, put that wig back on your head.
Why?
Peju, put that wig back. Why is it that anytime, as soon as you get home, right from the entrance, you are removing the wig?
Why? Why do I?
Peju, gbé wig yẹn padà sórí. Ṣé èmi ló sọ pé kí n máa rí irun tó ti ṣe 2 years ago? Me too, I want to see you with that wig.
Why?
Are you dressing for people outside?
Yes, I am.
So you don't need to
She's
look
violating
beautiful
with it.
for
Yes,
me.
I am.
I'm beautiful like this.
But you don't know when you are beautiful like this, then start going to work like this.
Facts.
God,
But you need to start. If you put that wig on,
I don't want to.
but you need to. Otherwise, I will pack all your wig.
Emotional bullying.
Bully koni tó bá fẹ́ pè ní bully wàá máa go.
Nah, I hear that.
Right from the entrance.
I hear that. Bro, she didn't even get to the room.
I'm asking you, why don't let you remove wig here?
Put a wig on.
So I'll cut it short because basically, this is the thing that, and it's like, this is not, by the way, it's not to start a war or argument, but it just shows like a perfect example of the differences between men and women and how we perceive things. From her perspective, I've had a long day. The first thing I want to do is get rid of this thing on my head.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But for his perspective, he's interpreted that as like, over a long period of time, I think he said 2 to 3 years or whatever, I've noticed you're not putting any effort towards how I am perceiving you.
Yeah.
You're putting all the effort into how
Others
outsiders are perceiving you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And even and then she said, oh, my hair is beautiful as it is with her natural hair. And then he said,
then
all
rock
right,
it outside.
Then rock it outside. Because I feel like in the comments, people tried to make it about, oh, he's trying to give her Western beauty standards. He doesn't care about it. He just wants to make sure that he's getting the version of his wife that
she wants to put out there as her best version. Because she's saying that's her best version because that's what you want to do outside. So then why don't I get that inside?
Yeah, and then later on in the video, she mentions that, oh, like I can be doing natural hairstyles then. He said, as long as you do the same natural hairstyle to work that you have at home, I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
Do you get it? And
I'm down for that.
This is like a conversation that I think is needed to have, which is when you're in a relationship. Because by the way, I fully hear her perspective as well.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I just want to just whatever.
My boys met me at the door with that.
With the camera.
That is violent.
But he needed proof.
Yeah, he needed
I'm
proof.
tired of this. But it's like there is something to say about in a relationship being conscious of accidentally or not accidentally making your partner and how they perceive you like the lowest thing. I don't know how to describe it. Like
you're describing it very well, bro.
Like there's a danger that you're gonna make your partner's perception of you or the version the danger in a relationship, which is making your partner experience the worst version of you the most often. Yeah. And then everybody else experiences
due to comfortability,
and everybody else experiences the best version of you. Do you get it?
Yeah,
and
I get it.
We had a conversation a couple episodes ago when people were like kind of debating us about it, when it was like that time of the month and how you treat your man, etc. And it's like,
they were going crazy.
There's a distinction between your partner, your man, catering to you and making you happy, and you as a woman, and even on the flip side as a man, presenting yourself in a way on a consistent basis, day in, day out, as just not the best version of yourself. Even physically now, forget about emotional stuff. That takes a toll. That's not why they're in a relationship with you.
Yeah.
And I get it. Life is difficult. Life is hard. But there must be some sort of
balance. There's balance for everything, bro. But sometimes you got to do it for yourself as well, bro. Because sometimes showing up for yourself means showing up for your partner as well. Because if I'm going gym and making sure I'm looking good and we're all working out, we're all eating healthy, bro, you think my partner's not gonna be enjoying that as well from me? Do you get me? So I completely agree with you, bro. I just. This thing's difficult, man. That's why we need a relationship school.
I'm telling you.
We need a relationship school. I'm telling you, be that. I'll get the investment. You just set it up, bro. There are relationship coaches out there, to be fair.
But I don't know if they're telling them about this stuff.
We need a school.
Yeah.
But we don't know. Maybe you should pay for a course. Relationship course.
But then I feel like
just go into it.
I feel like it would be great if it was mandatory. Like imagine you learn this about this stuff in school, like, alongside other things. But then the thing about that is that you got to make sure that the people that are teaching aren't being biased. They're just teaching according to the thing. Because relationships is one of those things. It's so easy to project your personal experiences onto.
It affects everything in society. Everything.
Everything.
Crazy.
Everything.
Crazy.
Everything.
Yo, take me back to land, bro. I don't even know where I'm at, bro. This ain't the fucking shit that was on the fucking booking site. What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Oh, yo, take me back to land right motherfucking now. I don't even know what y'all saying. What is that? Yo, y'all laughing and shit. Take me back. That story, that killing that shit. Yo, bro, I'm not gonna say this again. I don't know what y'all saying. Take me back to the fucking land now.
Yo, no, bro. No, bro. I'm telling you, Americans are so funny. It's so mad. Like humans are so funny because somebody else is like nightmares. My dream. I would love to be there whilst the orcas are getting out and banging up the seals. I'm thinking, oh my god, I saw this on Nat Geo. And I'm seeing it in real life, bro. That is just so...
I said, this wasn't on the booking website.
Bro, and think about it. As a guy on the boat, you don't see this that often. You've come out, you've seen the orcas go dumb on the seals and there's some American guy shot. I'll be talking about to you too. Bro.
That's peak.
Oh my gosh, no,
That's
bro.
peak. This was on the booking website.
That was hilarious. Oh my God, there's so many things that I can show you, but let's go for a bit of a serious one, innit?
Okay, serious hat on now.
Yeah. So, you can swipe, innit?
Okay, yeah.
I think this is one of the most important things to just teach your children, bro. You get me? And sometimes, like, you know when you're younger, bro, and you know, I even saw something that was funny when it was like, oh, my parents ate when they said one day you will see. Because like, one day I did see. Like when your parents are like, friends, one day you won't be friends with them, these friends are not good. It's not that they have some, I've sent it to you. It's not that they have some secret sense. It's literally just the fact that they've been through it all and they've seen it all. Does that make sense? But at the same time, the people around you, bro, are so important to your development in life, bro. And I just believe, like, if you're around people that are committing crimes, you're most likely gonna commit crimes. If you're around people that are buying houses and doing mad things, you're also gonna be on that. You get me? Because you can see that these people are doing it, which gives you that innate ability to believe you can do it as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The same way someone can drag you up is the same way some people can drag you down, bro. And I just think it's super important. So I just love that post. I just wanted to get it out there for the community.
Yeah. And
You know
can
what
I
I'm
say
saying?
that, like, that applies now more than ever because it's amplified in social media.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's now becoming, if you're consuming the same kind of content, or a particular kind of content, the algorithm is going to reinforce that.
Yep.
So it's now like, you don't even have to be chilling with 5 people. You can just have this particular kind of timeline or feed that's on your phone.
True.
And you're now kind of like molding and shaping yourself into...
It's true.
Yeah.
Because the algorithm is just giving you what you want.
Yeah.
It won't give you anything else but what you want.
Or what it thinks you want.
Bro, this people, I just found it so funny. Bro, do you know how many job applications I've seen this and I've just wanted to be the second? You will regret it. Oh my god, it's so funny. No, bro, it's so funny, bro. Like, bro, there's just certain things in life that are just so funny. It's just like the cat holding the machine like that is funny. Alright, cool. Now to my content creator of the week, yeah. Okay.
You want to stay as still as possible, and you want to grab this little stem right here, right? This little stem, and take it off of your ear. Want to stay as still as possible.
What is he
and you
doing?
Want to grab this little stem right here, right? This little stem.
He's doing exactly what he's telling you.
No,
He's doing.
but like, what? I hear it.
How to take the hook off a hanger off your ear while having a lamp on your... Bro, let me show you something. This guy has 40K. He's got videos on millions. Bro, basically just doing things that nobody asks him. Situations.
With your arm under the center of the microwave, so then you can have this free arm and take the hand and grab the pen and take it off of your ear. Carry the microwave.
Bro, he's too, and it's like, bro, as I always say, I love repeatable formats where you can just keep doing it, and it's just so silly, but it's so genius. And bro, the product placement with this would be insane.
That's what I was thinking.
Product placement with this would be insane, bro. But yeah, but I'm gonna send that to you because this guy is just silly, man. But he's my content creator of the week.
I've got my content creator of the week. I think you're gonna like this guy, bro.
Say the word, man.
I think I've done it because I keep on trying to find features. I think you'll find it funny, but
God.
Cool.
Let me see.
Dad, can we get McDonald's?
No, son. We got food in the house. Listen. That's not what I said. I didn't say we couldn't afford it. I said we had food in the house, son. No, put that away. Put that down. Put that down. No, stop. Stop what you about to do. Stop. Cut it out. What are you writing it? Stop. I didn't say we couldn't afford it. We had McDonald's the other day. We had McDonald's the other day. Stop it.
Stop. Trench your tears. Capital. Bro, this is so funny. Bro, do you know what's so bad here? Like, this is even for bare people in school, bro. People be in school, like, because I know people that have gone up and say, oh yeah, the teachers.
He went on to win 500K first week, 3 Grammys. He owns all his masters.
No, bro, do you know what's the funniest thing about that? People grow up and say, oh yeah, but my teachers never believed in me, they hated me. Bro, you were the worst student in class. Bro. You were a jester. Bro. You were the top joke, man. You was not. Of course, the teachers didn't believe. I didn't believe in you,
bro. I had this experience when I first worked in a primary school.
Yeah.
My first experience in a primary school, bro. Like my first week, there was some boy that was just misbehaving, bro. And I went to the school. I was like the only black male figure, and then the head teacher just was like, "Yo, we're gonna send you to all the classes where there's people misbehaving." So the kid done something just dumb, and I was like, "Listen to me. I think he wanted to be a footballer. I was like, how do you think you're gonna make it as a footballer if you can't like sit in a line and wait for your turn to be picked for?" I think it was like peas. This is the sport you want to do, right? You know, kids that misbehave when you get to their subject. But I was like, how are you gonna? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Oh, this is some boy. Oh, sir, did you say you'll never ever make it as a footballer? I said, what the?
But that kid's rapping about you right now.
I said, what the hell?
He's rapping about you right now.
I said, what the hell?
No, but bro, that's what goes through their minds. But bro, maybe it fuels them. Maybe it fuels them. But sometimes you gotta be delusional and let it just, you know what I'm saying? Let it just fuel
how are you meant to play active? How are you gonna make it as a footballer? If you can't sit down and play football, this is your thing, right? This is the sport you want to play. Sir, I want to play football. I've been good. All right, then let's do it. Sir said you'll never ever make it. The kids are like, I said, get it.
There are 2 stations in the UK, which are Piccadilly, Manchester and
London. Yeah.
And the reason is they were the only 2 places in the country that made Piccadills. And Piccadills are those kind of what we now are neck braces, but the neck braces were designed for people with syphilis because their necks would like pop around, right? But then what happened is high society in the 15th and 16th century, they turned it into a fashion accessory because they were riddled with syphilis because they were all fucking each other. And then they turn it into a fashion accessory. So you see like those 14th, 15th, 16th century people with those neck braces.
Oh my God.
It's inspired by the Piccadilly.
Oh, I
good,
like
isn't it?
that. I love learning things. See?
That's crazy. That's a crazy. Did you know?
Bro, that's a crazy. Did you know?
So,
I
yeah,
can't lie. That's the next
I
one
didn't know
popping
the
around.
bracelet. I just knew about
Yeah.
the Piccadilly. Like, I was like, why? I can't remember. This was recently. Like, the Piccadilly. I
Yeah.
don't know what the Piccadilly was. Yeah. Well, that's
Crazy.
That's interesting stuff.
That's mad interesting, bro. I couldn't believe that. I was thinking, raw. I think the most interesting thing was that I just thought that thing was a fashion thing, but
Yes,
actually it was for syphilis.
keeping
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn. I thought they were just swaggy. I didn't know.
It was swaggy.
It was swaggy though, but
There's a few things I want to show you, but I think I'm just gonna get straight into it.
go on.
This is to do with culture.
Yeah.
Now,
Culture.
we had a conversation previously, and we said, "Yo, like we feel like certain things Americans tend to be in a bubble." Yeah, and so I'm gonna show you a video that caused a lot of controversy in the comment sections for, you know. It's context. This is a Ghana concert, but a Ghana concert in Nigeria.
Okay, calm.
Yeah. These are three women at the Ghana concert. So now there was a massive debate in the comment section. You can see 4.7k comments. And the main argument is that the Americans are saying we're the blueprint. Like everybody wants to beat us so bad. Like,
But why? Because there's women standing there.
how they're dressed.
I didn't
And it's
even
in
know.
Nigeria.
So what do they want them to be dressing? They out at a motive. You guys are always out at a motive. That's why everybody dresses like there's a motive.
No, but so then it made me realize, because bro, there's certain things we're not really, so a lot of them feel like the way that they dress, it's like only people in America dress like that.
Oh my.
So it's like
gosh.
they weren't expecting to see people in Nigeria. I don't know if they thought they were gonna wear a head wrapper, gilly, to a Gunner motive.
Oh my.
But in there,
gosh.
bro, I read through the comments, it's a real thing. They're like, no, we're the blueprint. Everybody wanna be us so bad. Everybody, and it's like, you know what's even funnier is that
They're such in a bubble, bro.
the three women I just showed you, they're also like influencers and they're from the diaspora. So they don't even live in Nigeria. They've flown out from America or from Canada or from wherever and they've gone to a Nigerian concert. But it's like an American, it's like that doesn't even, they don't even fathom that people leave America to go to Nigeria and enjoy themselves.
They just think they're in Nigeria and they've looked at this and they think, yeah, this is...
They're trying to be us so badly. And bro, there's motives in Nigeria where you will dress in Nigeria, but it's like they feel so strongly that the world is just taking their swag, or what was it? What's to put it? Taking their sauce. Let me use their terms. Sauce and swag. And it's like...
Sauce, yeah.
So it's like, my thing is like, okay, so how are we supposed to dress? Americans, I'm asking you.
Yeah, how are we supposed to dress?
How is somebody from...
Any other country that's not yours supposed to dress?
How are you meant to dress if you're Australian? How are you meant to dress if you're from Korea? How are you meant to dress if you're from India? How are you meant to dress if you're from the UK? Are me and him supposed to be sitting here with... I don't even know what we're supposed to be sitting here with. Like, what are we supposed to look like?
Because you know what the maddest thing? Remember when Central C even said that he was the one that started like the trackies thing, the tech fleece thing? Yeah, they were like, no, we've been having this for time, and it's all, so we can't even wear tech fleece then.
Yeah.
So what can we wear? What can we do, Americans? Sorry, you guys rule the world. What can we do?
And it's like, are you guys not aware that the brands that you buy from are like multinational brands? Like, like luxury brands don't just sell in America; they sell everywhere else.
That's crazy, bro.
Like Nike, I know they call it Nike, we call it Nike. Nike sells stuff outside of America. You know what I'm saying? So it's just interesting.
It is interesting. I got a what if I want to ask you.
Okay.
Cool. What if you could travel in time,
This is a bit of me already.
Yeah. And give a warning to one individual. Who would it be and what would it be?
This is a no-brainer.
Jesus, don't listen to that Judas.
I'm joking. Listen, hey,
go on,
respectfully, I ain't saying a thing. He knows what's coming.
Yeah, he knows what's coming. He already said what's coming.
I'm going back to myself.
No, right.
Put it all on this. You know what I'm saying? Invest in this. Forget school. Save your lunch money. 2013, 2012, they're going to invent something called Bitcoin. Put all your lunch money on that. And it's like, get a job. Put it on. That's the kind of thing I'm doing.
Yeah,
I know it sounds silly, bro. I'm going back to myself.
What if it wasn't you? Who would it be?
My sister, listen, that nigga's sleeping. Don't worry about him. Save your lunch money. Steal his lunch money. Save it. In 2013, 2014, put it all on something called Bitcoin. Bro,
no, that is jokes.
Bro,
no, that is funny.
Because
I hear it,
Because otherwise, then, if I'm gonna be the more serious approach, I got to now try and save some lives, bro. How do I can't justify saving these people over that people. How does it even work? I don't even know where to begin. There's some knock-on effects in history that we can't even fathom.
Yeah.
So it's like, respectfully, I'm just gonna mind my business.
You know, there's some people that will do the Hitler thing. They'll be like, oh, stop Hitler from this, or don't let Hitler's parents meet, or...
Bro, and then now you made some monster in another society.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
It's one of those awkward things people don't like to talk about, but it's like, when people die, it stops certain things from happening and it causes other things to happen. And those things can be good things and bad things.
Yeah.
You might not exist if World War II didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Crazy. You
It's
come back,
crazy.
you're not even here.
You're not even here.
Nah, you're right, man. Hey, bet all on this thing called crypto.
Listen.
Don't forget school.
Forget school. You're even school for good.
For good.
Listen. Nah. That was a good one. I've got a what if though.
Yeah, go on.
So my what if is, what if your race had nothing to do with your parents? So every time two people came together to give birth, it was
a random thing.
Lottery. How do you think society would like? What would happen?
Bro, I don't know. Bro, I don't know.
Yeah.
Bro, this is a what if that for the first time I actually do not know. Like what happens? Like man just gives birth and
it could be white.
It's a South Asian baby.
South Asian. It could be black. It could be anything.
My God, I'm feeding the South Asian jollof. He's telling me no, he don't want this. I gotta give him the samosa.
What happens? And the thing is, you can't game the system. So if you can't be like, okay, cool. If I don't have a black kid and I want a black kid, I'm gonna try and get another person that's black, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just a
every time it's a roll of the dice.
Peak. This one is a what if. No, this one is peak. What? No, guys, you gotta let us know what you guys will do. Like, how do you think society will change? Because I actually have no clue.
Yeah.
That's a good what if when
Bro,
you can't
decide. It's just happened. Whatever happens, happens.
It's just whatever happens. But would the kid would they I guess they'll just be like you, but they'll just be a different race. So then would they experience what? Like, for example, would they experience racism as their race?
This is the thing. Would racism even exist?
I don't think racism can exist.
Would it even exist?
Because then two white people just have a black baby and you can't even be racist no more.
Well, you could, but it's just that it's your you.
No, they can't. They wouldn't know, but most people wouldn't be racist. It will just be where it is.
Yeah.
Because bro, even the world will change. That means that no, bro, there'll be no racism. Bro, there'll be no racism because there's people in Africa you can get with two black people and you'll still end up with a Chinese baby or with a black baby or with a South Asian baby or European baby. It don't matter. Mm-hmm. So the whole world wouldn't be like, there's bare black people here. It's just mixed. It's just dotted. It'll probably be like an even distribution.
But do you feel like we'd find a new way to discriminate? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Well, the Americans always find a way.
Because it's like your race doesn't change, but maybe it's a height thing now.
Well, people already discriminated against the height online, bro.
Or it could be a class thing.
Yeah, but but the class thing has always been there and will always be there.
You know what I'm saying?
You get me? But I think then it will just be class. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I can't lie, that was a great one. What if, bro? I think that's the best what if.
Is it?
I can't lie, that was peak. Because I just don't know what to do. It's just you just keep going.
Fam.
You keep going. Flipping hell.
I've got something to show you. And remember I said every villain has their origin story?
Yes.
Every villain has their origin story. Once upon a time, there was an artist called Kanye. And he just wanted to make it in the fashion industry.
Mm-hmm.
And
they blackballed him.
He was willing to do almost anything.
So this is what really happens with Peter, Amy, Kanye. What we do on our way to a Vogue event, ribs and French fries.
So who was that in the court now? Anna Wintour. Who's that?
No, not Anna Wintour.
I can't see that.
He's holding.
He's holding the food for them to eat.
Yeah. I don't know who those people are, but they're on the way to a Vogue fashion event. And
who's recording it? Kim. Why is he holding it though?
He's holding the plates for them to eat off of.
But why? They eat it off his plate.
Bro.
No, bro, that video has shocked me. What the hell? The Kanye. Okay. But what do I do with that information?
Every villain has their origin story.
So you think this is what's made
I
him?
feel like he might have just sat there for like all the things I was willing to do, and then they still
and
try
they
to do
still
me dirty.
didn't. Yeah, they still
don't
tried
wanna
to
let me
do
in,
him
they're still looking down on
dirty.
me.
That is. Oh, bro, that's too deep, man.
Yeah.
I've got something else I want to show you, but apparently Japanese like scientists have been able to like reverse aging. Do you get me? So it could. It's all theoretical, but they've done some things. Trials were calm, but it's like you could live longer, innit? So I just want to say, like, what if you could live till about 150? How does that change the planet or us in general?
I don't know.
I just think what we say retirement is now at 100.
Yeah, I don't know if it changes. It
No, I
does
think it
change
changes
things.
bare,
It changes
changes
things, but
bare.
remember, there was a time when people just apparently used to just live to 30. It just, do you know what I'm trying to say? So society will evolve, but I feel it'll evolve, but we'll roughly end up in the same place, but just things are dragged out a bit longer. You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe people will
Are in school longer.
maybe in school longer, and
Maybe,
then you work the traditional job. Like your retirement is older, like you said, and those kind of things. But
there'll be a lot more people living though.
yeah, and by the way, there's this thing about like there's not enough space. There's more than enough space on Earth, bro. I watched a video one time, and like everybody on the planet, we could live in like a decent sized country if we wanted to. So the narrative of like everyone lives longer, there wouldn't be enough space. That's just a propaganda that people have used to try and like control systems and do things.
Because I can't lie, even in the UK, man's driving, you see bare country fields, bare. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go outside of London and you know what I'm saying, it's like wow, all of these farms but I guess it's the farms and stuff. Like you have to, it's the food and stuff. But I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
But yeah, living to 150, I think it'll be great. I just feel like, again, back
in the day, they used to live that long in the Bible.
The Bible, they used to live but way past 150, way past. But again, the thing is, I feel like with time, who was I talking to the other day about this? Basically, being old is the only time you kind of like have regrets that are like concrete. Do you know what I'm trying to say? When you're young, you don't. But if you can live forever, I think it might even take away the urgency a lot of people have to like live with meaning.
Yeah. It does.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Does. Definitely does.
I don't know.
It does, because
I want people to live long, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
In like all them vampire, like I watched one thing about interviewing a vampire, and then it has another spin-off series on like Netflix or something. Like it's one of them other supernatural things, innit? And then, bro, the vampires, it's just like they live for so long that they just lose meaning of. It's even like that show you told me to watch, the one with the time with Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
You get me? Where my man was living for so long, the time, and he was just like, oh, it's just like they're just ready to go. So I think you do lose the meaning of life, because life being short is what makes it exciting to try and pattern something before your time is up. I think that anyways.
Yeah.
Because if you're here forever, you just be like, bro, I don't care if I'm homeless today, man. At some point I can pattern up. I don't care if it's this. At some point I can do this, you know what I'm saying? Well, maybe they would care, but...
Yeah. Or what happens is people who've lived the longest, the system now is just benefits them to the max. Because imagine you're stepping out and you're 22 and you're going head to head with someone that's 138 and they look just like you, just as strong as you, just as healthy as you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Art piece of the week?
Yeah, art piece of the week. Let's go. Have a look at this art.
Oh my days.
This art is
That is
deep.
scary. That looks like a real head is poking out somewhere. Is that a real head? That has to be real. I knew it was real. I was about to say.
I tried to get it.
I was about to say.
But bro, the fact that you were like, oh, is it real? Is it not? Somebody can be out there and create something like this,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Bro, it looked mad. And she was so still. You get me? She was so still. And then the grey on the brush just makes it seem like, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
But yeah, no, but sorry, bro, that's not.
Phew.
You know, that's a phew. That's not the art. But the guy actually that was doing that actually is a good artist, but I just wanted to bring some back. But however, I wanted to look at this artist, which is Vittorio_Villante. And I just love when artists just do this kind of like, they have a background and they just stop. Like, look, how do you get from that to this?
Shit.
How do you get from that to this?
That's
This
crazy.
look, imagine if this was bigger. You could, you know what I'm
You can already
saying?
tell what it's gonna.
It is, oh man, this is, like, how do they just do the random colors and then they just, Bro, there's a lot more to learn, man. You get me? Vittorio, man, teach us your techniques. Teach us your techniques. Oh, this is hard, man.
When I see stuff like that, I just think how much like things are we missing out on because people are stuck in a 9 to 5. And they just don't want to have time to even nurture their gifts. Anyway.
Anyways, I got one more.
You got one more?
I got one more.
Okay.
I got one more. I really like this one because this one is AI in reverse. Stealing AI's job. He's manually doing all the things that nowadays people ask AI to do.
But that's the thing that I was trying to say before, which is at a certain point, it still requires skill to do these things.
Yeah.
And if you need tools, because where are you ever going to find an elephant that's that big and you tussle like that? So it's like, and I can't say that these images are not as valuable as another image that was created, that was a natural, actual picture. So
I just think it's categories, man. It's weight classes. It's just like in boxing. Oh, you're this way, you're this way. You playing that way, you doing that way. You get me? But look at him. He's getting crazy in this.
He's going crazy.
Like the amount of time it's taken to do this, even the water is insane. Oh my goodness. The individual fish in the water/sky that he's, oh yeah, come on, bro, man. This is amazing, man. It's like a galaxy into the...
Mad.
Come on, man.
Who's that?
This is Julian Tabay.
Okay.
Yeah, he does a lot of work like that, which is just absolutely amazing. Let me just screenshot.
I saw. Yeah. I've seen that. I've seen that one before. Yeah.
Is it this one here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's amazing.
That's
bro.
crazy. That's crazy.
No, I love it, man. Great,
That's amazing, man. Art piece of the week.
Art piece of the week. Done. Oh, you ain't got no art pieces.
That's it, man. To wrap up.
Yeah, go on.
I'm gonna show you guys an image on the screen, and basically, it's called the boat dragon problem.
Ooh.
You know about this?
No, sounding hard. The boat dragon
problem. So basically...
Oh, I thought you meant dragon.
Dragging.
Oh, I called it the boat dragon problem.
Basically, there's a guy, let me just speed up.
Yeah, you tell me.
There's a guy who, he comes across the river on a journey somewhere and he has to build a boat.
Mm-hmm.
He builds the boat, he gets across the river. Cool. When he gets to the other side of the river, he's like, just in case I need to cross another river, let me just take this boat with me. So he now starts dragging his boat with him, but he's going through terrain that you do not need a boat. But he's still dragging him just in case. Then he gets to the point in his journey where he's like, you know what? I keep on telling myself I must come across the river now, but I have not. Let me let this boat go and continue my journey. And it's like sometimes in life, there are things and like you do out of surviving or out of making it through that you have to do, but it's like, you could actually let it go. Like, so maybe you had to have a certain mentality or a certain attitude or a certain bravado or a certain aggression that you needed to get you through a certain season in your life.
Yeah.
But then it's like, once you've got through that season, trust yourself that if you need to bring it again, build it again, you can build it again. You don't need to carry that with you through life now.
Yeah. Oh, this is what? Yeah. This is wavy. The boat dragon. I'm remembering that one.
Yeah.
This is, bro. That makes so much sense. Like, because I can think of so many people like that are coming up. Even when you said the aggression, some people needed to be aggressive growing up in like ends in the hood.
Yeah.
You've made it out now. Yeah. You can relax that persona.
Yeah.
You get me? Or even some ladies like they have a certain outlook on life, but you can relax. You're not there. Maybe you're with a man that loves you and cherishes you. You don't have to be that person before who was very, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, man. That's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
And those are just quick off the top of my head.
But
like
there's so many ways you can.
So many things that can relate to you. The boat dragon problem, bro. Well,
hey, man. And on that note, man,
tap your Apple Pay, man. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.